Yeah. Yep. Yep. No worries. All right, looks like we're going live in a few seconds. Go ahead. Yeah, I'll go ahead and start us off. It actually just went live, it looks like. Nope, this is 30 seconds, but our pictures are up on the screen, so no nose picking. I am really blurry. All right, we are live. I'm joined by Lawson the Sauce himself here. Tonight we have a delightful match ahead of us, I believe, between Team Verges the Word and Team Coin Flip. So Abarn and Blood's team facing off head to head. I believe Abarn's team Coin Flip won 2-1 the last time they met in week 2, and I think Blood and TJ and the rest of the squad are out for blood here on the rematch. What are your thoughts? I know it's happening. I hear you. Okay, well, I am here. Is my audio running?
Yeah, we know we're live right now. Yeah. Wally, I think we're good. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Wally was telling us our audio wasn't working. Yeah, no, we're excited. We're excited about this matchup. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I think it's one of the most pivotal matches of the season so far because I think both teams are 2-2, if I remember correctly. So this is kind of a deciding game. Some might say a must-win game.
Yeah, both teams are 2-2. This is probably going to be the battle for second seed at this point, or at least at least not third. So we will have to see what happens in the match, and I think a lot rides on this. Like as you said, trying to get ahead with that 3-2 score will be pretty key in securing a good spot in the playoffs. So both teams are going to be looking for the win tonight. And we are, it looks like, ready to go into champ select. So let's go ahead and get the match started. Right off the bat, do you think there's anything spicy pick-wise coming in tonight, or are you expecting some of the regular picks that we've seen from the two teams so far?
I think it's probably going to be regular, and I was hoping for some spicy picks, to be honest, but I was thinking about this a lot. I was like, I even messaged Abarn beforehand. I was like, "Here, tell me you're going to play something spicy." He never responded, but I feel like for this kind of a game, because it's such an important game, they're probably not going to try and shake things up too much.
Sure.
Probably just going to go with the strategy that's been working for them. Most likely going to see Hippogriff on something like a looking at Team Coin Flip first. I think we're probably going to see Hippogriff on something like a set, or a Darius maybe if he wants to take that away from Blood.
Sure,
especially for if they're blue side. I mean, Caridian's going to go back to what he's good at, most likely playing something that Abarn would ask him to play. So a very, as you would know, very standard jungler. I think we'll see Abarn on like the Rise, the Azir, something he's been practicing a lot. Maybe Aurelia, that could be fun to watch.
Ooh, I wouldn't hate that pick at all. That sounds.
I wouldn't hate that either.
Very fun.
It looks like they're banning out the Rise too, so that could be a possibility.
Yeah, and so far, no crazy bans. I can't actually tell what the very first ban was for blue side here, but no surprises with the Yone and the Kai'Sa and the Rise. All very strong picks, all stuff that Abarn and the squad have shown themselves to be very effective on. I feel like there's a Gragas in our future. That's what I would like to see. I know Caridian is very into those AP jungle picks, and I know it can be played top as well, so it's like not the worst flex pick. And it's just, I don't know, it wins a lot of matchups in the top lane very hard, and then worst case scenario, TJ could take it in the jungle, for instance, if it's a pick that is not going to work out for them in the top lane. But instead we see the Senna first pick, which makes a lot of sense. That character is Busterino right now. Do you think it's going to be fasting Senna or farming?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, probably farming Senna, I would imagine. Isn't that where the meta pretty much is right now?
Yes, but I don't know. I think it depends a lot
Fasting
on
if
what
it's support, right? I mean, if you're playing at support, is it fasting or is that old news? I don't know. I'm not.
No, so you'd have your ADC player pick it, and then you pick something like Tom Kench, or maybe
Okay.
even a Bruiser if you like really want to spice it up, and they take all the farm. And you still play the traditional ADC build. You just have like 1,000 times the souls.
Gotcha, Joe. Dude, you can do both play-by-play and color commentary tonight because clearly
Wow, dude.
you have all the analysis.
No.
I'm up here on my island in top lane, just enjoying myself. I don't need to pay attention to what kind of build Asena's doing as long as I can kill her.
Very true, very true. I just hate when I see her and she already has, the quickness boots and the Kraken Slayer, and she is huge. Ooh, the Nidalee gets picked up, and we are going to see a Galio support, it's looking like.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah, very interesting.
There we go. Mr. Bush League's probably enjoying that, and he's been playing a lot of Galio support recently. It's a good pick.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been a new thing in the meta too, right? I mean, that was never before this season. Yeah.
I believe, it's just now coming into prominence this season, but it's been hot for the last month or so, maybe even more.
Mm-hmm.
But it's pretty interesting in that it has all of the really fun engage CC stuff, but on top of that, it is just so good at peeling. So you don't even have to go in. It just really denies a lot of the other picks from being able to go in on your ADC with the taunt and the knockup and the ult. It is just so fast.
Definitely.
I will say, a very strong pick. Yeah.
I will say one thing. One thing I'm noticing here is they left both Abarn and Hippogriff for the last two picks. So we're seeing a lot of bans now going towards both top side and mid. No, not going to see the Aurelia, unfortunately. I'm curious what we're going to see out of Darius. We got is that a Yone ban already? A Darius, or out of Hippogriff?
Out of Darius.
Darius, yeah. Out of Hippogriff. We got the Yone ban, the Darius ban, the Set ban. Who else does he play?
I believe he plays Fiora. I believe he plays Aatrox if pressed.
So maybe we could see those. Okay.
We could see a Shen.
Maybe we'll see Blood try and steal one of those.
Yeah. That said, they probably need more damage.
Yeah. Well, they could. He could steal the Aatrox. Probably that would be a good one.
True. Ooh, Panth top. It's gonna be
go with the Panth.
Very interesting. So we already have the Sejuani, and that's pretty much hard locked for a jungle pick there. So I don't see where this could go except for top lane at this point, unless it's going to be a crazy mid lane Pantheon pick. But there's no world where that happens.
Yeah, we're going to see the Azir most likely.
Really?
Yep. There we go.
I'm so happy that this pick has come back into the meta. I feel like
the Azir?
Happy and unhappy. In my personal opinion, it's one of those kind of busted champs that just based on the kit can only ever be overpowered or underpowered. But
I agree with that. But you never see an Azir just existing in a game. They're either taking over the entire game or just completely inting.
Right. So, it's either 100% pick ban or it's 0% play rate.
Right.
And we've reached that point. Here he is, coming in a few series, not in a row because we didn't play it yesterday or see any of that, but it's becoming popular again. I'm a big fan. Very flashy pick. I know Abarn has a lot of games played on it, and he's always looking for those aggressive shuffles. So I guess we get to see which way the coin lands tonight, heads or tails. Is this going to be the god?
I know. It is pretty coin flippy with him usually too. I know. Hopefully, we'll get some good zoom ins on Abarn if he does a shuffle that's towards an inanimate object that doesn't actually do anything.
Sure. Yeah, no, I'm sure he's excited to play it. Not sure how that goes into the Ziggs. I'm expecting kind of a quiet lane here. And it's going to be Pantheon top into Fiora. And Nidalee versus the Sejuani, I would expect a lot more activity early coming out of the Nidalee, whereas Sejuani is probably looking just to full clear and kind of get even or ahead farm wise with Caridian. So they should be on the defensive. However, with the Pantheon pick, again, if they can blow the Fiora W, I guess, whatever the CC blocker is, she's not exactly like the tankiest target, you know? So if Sejuani gets on there, it's really easy to proc the Sejuani stun, and then you chain that with the Pantheon stun, and you're looking at a dead Fiora.
So what are you thinking for this? Who do you think's going to end up winning this match one?
I don't care for the extreme lack of HP or tankiness in general on Team Coin Flip here. I think Galio is essentially their only front line.
Right.
So if Nidalee doesn't get rolling and Fiora doesn't get rolling, there's just not going to be anyone for the Senna and the Azir to stand behind, except for the Galio. And I don't know. I think tank support so actually to get that tanky these days. So I'm gonna have to give it to Team Verge's the word here. I like this comp. It's very well rounded. It's so simple. Even I could understand it.
Yeah.
You know, they have very clear engage. They have very clear disengage. They have some really nice playmaking potential with the Pantheon. And I think the lanes are pretty safe as well. The Tristana Knot could even look to be kind of aggressive in the earlier levels against the Senna before she gets stacking.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm leaning also towards. I'd love to give the adverse opinion, but I am leaning a little bit towards Vert is the word on this one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, anytime you have such a tanky team like that, I mean, it's going to really take. So first of all, Nidalee, I don't think Nidalee is going to be able to really chew through people like she's going to want to. I mean, that she's going to want to blow people up. Essentially, that's how Nidalee works, and I don't think she'll be able to do that. Tristana's got so much escapability. The Ziggs, I mean, can honestly just keep poking her off, and like he can escape. I don't know. It's going to be hard for her to really make that use or that pick useful. I don't. I guess the Fiora is decent because she's a tank shredder, right? So that could be, as long as she's hard split pushing, she should, if she plays it right, if Hippogriff plays it right, should be able to 1v1 anybody in this game. But
it's a matchup in the top lane that I've never seen before.
I haven't either. Yeah.
I would imagine she doesn't have much trouble with the Pantheon shield. And obviously her W is like so strong against Pantheon W as well, so it's more of a timing thing. And considering the Pantheon nerfs, like that damage reduction on the Q and the other bits, I'm slightly leaning toward Fiora, but honestly, I've never seen the matchup, and it is probably going to come down to the players. I would expect the Nidalee, though, to have a field day, hopefully, in TJ's jungle early. So they're going to be looking to hopefully have priority in the side lanes so that he has the reign to do that. As that is something that Sejuani can't really deal with early, especially in those first few levels. So hopefully Caridian takes full advantage of that and makes that pick's power shine.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, it'll be fun to see. I guess when I'm thinking about it, I mean, we could see Blood try to overextend, try and make a move on Hippogriff, have him use everything he has, and then have Hippogriff just be able to run him down. Like, that is a strong possibility with that matchup, because Pantheon doesn't really have much beyond his combo, right? He jumps on him, throws a spear, then hits the blocky shield thing, and walks backwards. I mean, like, it's kind of
he also builds like straight AD and lethality, so the
I guess
autos are not something you can just ignore.
Fair. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get into the spectate so I can watch from there, because I think this resolution is gonna be a little tough.
Minions have spawned.
What's how's your week been, Joe? While we're waiting here. Wait, is it Monday? It's only Monday? God damn it. Oh man. See, I had to work today.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
No,
so that's why I'm asking how's your week been? Because it feels like it's Wednesday already. Man, oh,
I
man.
woke up at like 10 a.m. today. It was a real sight to behold.
That's wonderful. Looks like we got a bot start on the red side. All right, pulling up league.
Okay, sorry about that, everybody. I am back into the game now, and we can see what's going on. Nothing incredibly out of the ordinary, fortunately. Nidalee opting to go for a more full clear path, and they have these wards here to prevent against any early invade or anything like that. But as expected, Sejuani is going for her fast level 3 and probably just going to clear up for level 4 as well. Wow, blood in the top lane. Sorry, we just got there with the camera. Immediately goes all in at level 2, hits him. He doesn't have ignite or anything like that. It's just a lot of damage. Looks like he just hits him with the W and the Q, and bam. Hippogriff TPing back in, getting chunked a little bit, but blood also taking some return damage there. Look at him just buying 2 more potions immediately. He does not want any of that.
He doesn't want to deal with it.
Let me share my screen for you so you
I think that's when you go GG top lane. That's usually what I would do. All right, let's see. I'm going to start.
Absolutely. And now that this is pushed in, he's probably just going to be farming that under tower while Pantheon goes for some aggression into the jungle there. Nidalee is going to be there on the blue. Is there anything Blood can do to stop that? TJ looking as well. A bit of a skirmish. Fiora with her flash up is going in, doesn't use the flash, just dies. Unfortunately, we have 3 people here. Sorry, the stream is coming in and out for us a little bit. We get the follow-up kill onto the Nidalee. She's happy to take that. Caridian living with 1 single HP. Abarn is just standing firm in his jungle like, please don't take this Gromp. It's all we have left. Looks like Bovie is having some connection issues as well, so I am just here solo dolo. Pantheon is returning to the lane. What do we see here? Sejuani could look for something mid, but Abarn should be able to slide out of here. No problem. Oh, but they're looking for their own kind of follow-up counter gank. Wow! Nidalee again survived. Single HP, basically. Bird, no mana, can't really follow it up. Broman's Zilla here to defend him. But they're going in, Devious and Bully. Getting caught by the Senna. Just not enough damage early. And Blood's TP is coming through. He is going onto the Galio, and it looks like he'll be able to secure the kill, hopefully with the empowered Q there at the end, but perhaps not. No, so he TP is in. Fiora, I'm sure, is happy with that time alone in the lane. Bully has to flash away, and what is happening right now? There have been like 3 kills in like 30 seconds. No one has any health or mana. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Fiora is just near, soon to be tripling Blood's farm. Ooh, Debbie is opting to go.
Doing what she needs to do.
Yeah, exactly. There he is. He's just going to be forced to walk back to lane. Him and his little serrated dirk. Wow. I don't know if you saw that just toward the end there, but Devious did try to get back to lane slightly unsafely and taking a fat chunk from Senna for it. Don't love that. He definitely was looking to go around the other way, unfortunately. It looks like there will be a lull just for a moment in the game. I'm sure we'll be back to the action in no time.
We do have drag up. Looks like Pantheon is trying to engage on Hippogriff up top side.
Yeah. They're going for it, but I think unfortunately he's not going to be able to find it. It's so close. Hippogriff gets the kill. He could not be happier. This is fantastic.
What an outplay.
Yeah.
What an outplay.
Really excellent usage there of the vital points on the Fiora. And it looks like that probably, as we expected, is going to be a pretty Fiora favored matchup. So maybe it was just a little bit unlucky or unexpected that Blood would all in at level 2 to grab that kill onto Hippogriff. So he is back in it. He has his plated steel caps. He's going to be out here procking and farming and being a happy little blade master. Is she still in TFT?
I don't know, man. I haven't played TFT since like the Galaxies one. Is it good still? Is it fun?
I have no idea. I haven't played TFT in like 2 seasons.
Yeah,
What were they? The shapeshifters were like busted, and I would just run that comp every game.
Is that the one with like Gnar and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, we are getting an invade here on the top side. Sedge getting some damage onto Nidalee here, but Blood not quite close enough to get the stun off, and she's just going to run away. Interestingly, Sejuani does have a bit of a farm lead. Obviously, Crittain does have 2 kills, but Sedge is pretty happy with that. She's not like the fastest, most insane clearer early, so any opportunity to get the free farm, you know, and an assist, I guess, something that she can be happy with.
Nice little farm lead in the bot lane too for Team Blue, or Team Coin Flip rather.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Looks like we got another fight topside. Oh, never mind. Oh, he could have chased that. Hippogriff, come on, man. You're a level up on him.
He didn't want it? Wow.
Man, he's too scared of blood.
Hard chunked out. Sejuani notably only has the Bami Cinder, but she was able to get that combo off and chunk Nidalee pretty hard. Fortunately, she does have the heal. As expected, we are going to see some pressure around this dragon here. I think both teams are looking to get it and then maybe shift their attention toward Rift Herald. But for now, this is going to be the objective, I think, that gets played around. And getting the Scuttle is a nice setup for that. Oh, okay, Spurgy. Look at him go. Not quite able to get it there, but he did flash forward and try to all in as Senna onto the Tristana. Devious.
He's trying to flex a little bit, you know?
He's trying to flex a little bit. That never hurt anybody, dude. A little bit of a flex never hurt anybody.
We've got a 2-level lead in the top lane by Mr. Hippogriff. That is... I don't know that Blood's ever been this far behind.
Yeah, 7-5. Obviously, he has a buttload of minions here that he's going to get XP off of and kill, but that is not the position that he was expecting to be in, I believe. Ooh, going in, taking a tower shot, but still getting a little bit of poke off. I think after getting that first blood, Bloodbath and Beyond was hoping to take a more of a commanding lead in the top lane, but no, he is down like 24 farm, as you said, a full level, and Hippogriff is really happy with the way that this has transpired, I guess, even though he did give up the first blood kind of surprisingly at level 2.
Luckily he's about to get some help maybe from TJ. Doesn't look like Hippogriff's got vision there, but he does know he's gonna... Oh, he does have vision. Never mind. Misread that.
He goes for the stun. Hippogriff does flash away, but it looks like he will be able to slide away under his tower and, consume the Sejuani ult and save his life. So that is not a bad exchange for him at all, and they are going to grab the dragon in exchange. Sejuani showing top there was enough, and they had the prio bot. Azir even coming down, even though his lane wasn't turbo pushed. So that is for free, essentially. They even got the Sedge ult off of it, so good for them.
Things are looking pretty good for Team Blue right now, I'm not going to lie, but we'll have to see how it plays out.
Oh, yeah. No, we're only 10 minutes into this game. This could easily go either direction. Ziggs is already farming pretty well. He is a notoriously obnoxious champion to play against in the mid and late game. So perhaps Verd can get something going, and obviously Tristana scales to the moon and back. So we are in for a long one. Absolutely. There's no two ways about it.
Nice engage in the bot lane here from Nautilus first, but looks like it might not pay off.
Yeah, both lanes trading pretty heavily back and forth there. Spurg getting the worst of it, unfortunately. I do believe he should be able to heal up. But they are already scrapping on... It's crazy. It's kind of silly to see these like kind of later game picks just going all in. Oh, Bully landing a nasty hook. He's going for the combo. Gets the ult. Galio ult saving Spurg for the moment, but not enough to save his life long term. Good on them to go and see that hook. Land it just as minions were arriving as well, so I don't think Bully had much of a window there to hit that, and he did, and boom, they're very happy with that, especially being down something like 18 farm.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Hippogriff did kind of use that TP a little bit too late, so he's not going to have that now going forward, but they're going to try and pick a fight here.
Yeah, bit of a late TP. I don't really like to see it considering the dragon is down. He's just going to get junked out and kind of be forced to walk away, especially with Bromanzilla, the only person with CC over there, being completely So they're just going to farm it up.
That's a TP from a top laner's perspective. That's a TP you do to show that you're like trying and you're not leaving them hanging, you know?
Guys, I am in this game.
Yeah. You're like, oh, guy, just a little too late. I'm sorry. I tried though.
Exactly. And losing the pressure on the top lane, not my favorite either. But fortunately, it should be back. Oh, actually, no, it will not be back up in time for the next dragon. Looks like Caridian here is grabbing the Rift Herald while everyone is based. So smart of him to see, based on the information, I believe, of what was transpiring in the bot lane, that they were able to grab that. So let's see where they take it. I would like to see it, I guess, top? I don't know. I'm pretty partial to dropping the Rift Herald mid, no matter what the situation is, because I just hate having the enemy mid tower up. But
yeah, if they did do a top, that would give Fiora a lot of flexibility to just start roaming around, which would be good, especially because Panth has that innate ability.
Exactly. And we see Bully doing the signature roam to the top lane. It's a lot of CC onto Hippogriff. He is somehow still alive, blocking a lot, using his ultimate there, but he's 1 versus 3, and I just do not think he's going to be able to find the kill. Yes, blood, in fact.
Wow.
His teammates there.
He did damage there. That was something.
Hear it. Oh, TG landing a very nice ult onto A-Barn. He's forced to swoop away with all of the mobility. Caridian caught. Yes, unfortunately, he is not able to live with 1 HP in this exchange. He's finally punished for that. Kill going on to Bully, maybe not what they wanted there, but I'm glad that they finally were able to pin him down and get that cat.
Oh, how the turntables, Joe.
Exactly.
Oh, how the turntables. Got about a 1K lead. Now that's like a guide. What kind of accent would that be?
I don't
Swedish?
think it is one. I don't think
It's sauce accent. It's the sauce accent.
Indeed.
No, he got that was like a 2K swing, I think, in favor of Team Vert is the word. So big things happening there. Got dragon coming up soon. What dragon are we looking at next?
Ooh, looks like Nidalee was able to throw a cheeky spear there to snag that blue away. Very happy with that. Ziggs with blue buff is not something anybody wants to play against. They're dropping their Herald mid. It looks like they might... No, they're not going to be able to get this tower on that, sorry.
No. Nah, you can... I think you only get, what, 2 plates? 2.5 plates with it?
Yeah,
like
2.5 plates. TJ going pretty hard here. Ziggs trying to follow up, but he just does not quite have the damage yet. TJ already showing himself to be a pretty formidable front line. Bloodbath and Beyond is TP'd in. They are catching out Bromanzilla here, who has used his ult, and they're going onto Azir. 2 kills right before the dragon spawns. This is going to be an excellent position for them to pick up the second dragon of the game, and perhaps get some damage into this mid tower and execute it even with the Ziggs W.
Yeah, I think they might be able to. We got Spurg has to go B because he's so far down. Only silver lining is Hippogriff might be able to get this tower top if he keeps farming this wave hard enough. But
exactly, and at this point,
it looks like Panth is starting to walk top, so probably won't be able to.
Exactly. Yeah, Blood did a really nice job of stacking up. It looked like 3 waves that were crashing under Fiora's tower there, so he was tied up for quite a bit of time. And unfortunately, he was not able to get very much damage onto that tower. And as expected, it does go over. The dragon does go over to Team Vert is the word here. Pretty huge swing in gold. Excellent catch there onto Bromanzilla. And they were able to follow up and kill the Azir there as well, it looked like. So props to them, very proactive. TJ, absolute beast in the front line, man. He's going like very deep with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he's a thick boy. Thick boy.
We love our thick boys here. Yeah, absolutely. He doesn't have a completed item yet.
I mean, hot take, I feel like the comps that end up winning in TCL the majority of the time are the ones with the big boys in front. Just like front to back, you know, like nothing fancy. This ain't pro, you know. Just run it, put a big boy in front and just, you know, shoot from the back.
Sure. You don't have to play the Galio. You don't have to play the crazy jungle picks. Ooh, Bully landing a nice hook here onto Bromanzilla. They're going for it. Do they have the damage? Spurgy is rooted. Pantheon ulting in as well, but it's not going to be enough to secure the Senna, I believe. Oh, the hook lands! Wow, excellent hook by Bully. He is perfectly in gold,
That
I
was
guess.
damage. Oh my god.
Yeah, huge props to Bully here. He might end up going down. No, the heal comes through. Abraham going for the flash shuffle, getting the shutdown onto the Nautilus. And of course, my camera switches to the top side where TJ is, of course, soloing Hippogriff on the top side, but we're not done bottom. Abarn is pretty deep with the Nidalee. They are unfortunately both going to be able to go down without securing anything else. Devious seemed to be their target there, but he lived with most of his HP.
Man, you hate to see this happen, Joe. Such opportunity, such opportunity just squandered.
Yeah, exactly. You make the big play. You do the flash shuffle. You go in. You get the shutdown onto Check's Notes Nautilus of all characters, and it's just not enough. It's too little, too late. Huge props to Bully being an absolute powerhouse on this knot, dude. If not for him, that whole play would have been completely fruitless.
Yeah, he's been landing those hooks like a madman. It's been wild.
Hook after hook. Very pivotal to this comp's success right now. These picks. If not for that, Pantheon would have just ulted in, and nothing really would have happened. It looked like, yeah, there was a lot of CC onto the Galio. Maybe they got him, but they certainly didn't get 3 for 1.
Yeah. I'll say I'm so happy to see Dev on Tristana. I haven't been watching or paying enough attention to him, I think, this season. I don't know if he's played it before, but all I know is when I played with Dev last season, it was like only Misfortune. But he is popping off right now on this Tristana. And I a lot of credit to Reform Bully, but still, I'm enjoying it. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. Dev's story season to season has been pretty interesting. So last season, like you said, he was kind of a Misfortune and Ashe only player, and I think he played like 100, 200 games in between TCL seasons, and he's been playing the Jhin, he's been playing the Kai'Sa, he's been playing Tristana.
Yeah, expanding his pool.
Expanding his pool, and he came in to this season with a vengeance, dude. He popped off like every lane.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to make a montage or something.
The Dev hype montage. Exactly. How it started versus how it's going. The Devious story.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. No surprise that this Rift Herald goes over. They have a great pressure there, and there's very little vision from Team Coinflip in that area, so they're just going to snag that. Not sure where they take it. Reform Bully. It's the story of this game. He's hitting another hook. They're landing it. They're just dogpiling.
And it's going to work, man. Who would have thought? The rest of his team just leaving him behind.
Exactly. I mean, that's essentially what you do. When you get hit by the knot hook like that, you know it's like 10 more seconds of chain CC coming.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they're going to drop this Rift Herald mid, and I'm foreseeing with the Ziggs execute, they might just get this tower here as well. Okay. Now they are backing up. Probably for the best, considering they could, take jungle camps, set up some deep vision here, prep for the dragon that's coming here in the next 40 seconds or so.
They're playing smart. They feel like they've got this in the bag. I think we've seen out of Team Coinflip that anything can happen. They've definitely come back this season. I think it was it one of their last games? They almost turned it, I believe, if I remember correctly. They came back from like a 12K deficit to like almost win the game. So anything can happen here.
Yeah, that was a pretty feisty and spicy series. I couldn't make heads or tails of that game, of that series.
It was a clown fiesta. That's the only,
really exciting, really fun play, and Spurg, I believe, got a pentakill in the series after that. Ooh, TJ with the flash in, going for it. Ziggs ult is only going to hit one. Galio is deep. Hibbert has tried to join him in the center of the fight here, but they are just front to backing it, as they are wont to do. And it looks like they're not going to be able to get much. Sedge is shut down. Ooh, the Pantheon ult is nice. Azir tries to go a little too deep, unfortunately, and Nidalee is going to soon follow.
Oh!
I believe the dragon. Ooh. Wow, Blood's not done. He wants Brumenzilla smartly blocking the Justice Punch there. Really well done. Ooh, Ziggs just
I'll take that.
Oh, exactly.
Thank you very much.
Ziggs actually did all the work for that kill. In case you could. Totally earned, dude.
Absolutely. It's never Blood. Let's get something straight here.
Whoa.
And that man is never responsible for anything good.
Okay, I see. I can't necessarily agree with that, but I see where you're going. I like the fervor. That is the second dragon going over to versus the word here, an Infernal Drake. And Blood, wow, Blood went kind of nuts in that fight, ulting past his team after they were like front to backing basically as they do. And dang, he lined up like 2 extra kills there toward the end. So really well played by him. And it's going to be an Infernal Soul as well. And if ever there was a champ you don't really want to have Infernal Soul, it's Pantheon.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, Pantheon. We've got, I mean, the Ziggs with all those, just like all of his abilities, spamming them constantly. I mean, you wouldn't want it on that. I mean, this is a pretty terrifying team right now.
Exactly.
It's unfortunate to see Hippogriff too. He was doing so well early. He took that kill. He solo killed Blood that one time, but he's just been sort of power farming. He hasn't really been able to do much, to be honest.
Yeah, pretty interesting how that panned out. Blood was able to manipulate the waves very well. Oh, but it looks like we are going to have, okay, a stifled fight. They went on the A-Barn there. The Ziggs all came down, but they were not actually able to stick onto him, so he was able to slide away with his life. Good for him. But yeah, back to the Hippogriff story. He's up quite a bit of farm. He was up like 50 farm a minute ago, and now it's diminishing a little bit. But after getting the return kill to his first blood, they haven't really been able to make anything happen in the top lane. Ooh, yeah. A-Barn with the very nice Shurima shuffle there. Or actually, I don't think it was the full shuffle. They're going in. Sejuani's ulting from 0 HP in the backline. Verd is just dumping out damage, and now I think it's Devious' turn to clean up. Caridian, trying to escape with his life here. Spurg might be able to heal him up for a few seconds, but with the chain CC on the table, that is not going to be an option for him. Blood goes for the ult there, can't quite get it, but it does push Spurgy off, and this should just be a pretty easy Baron for Verd is the word here. I love how they are all specifically lining up so the Baron hits all of them with that line skill shot area. Beautiful play from beautiful players. Tip top.
Tip top, yeah. Despite the good, I would say reasonable engage. I mean, they soaked everything on that Sejuani soaked up everything from Team Coin Flip, and yeah, she ended up living too out of it. All of it. Yeah, she ended up living. That's wild.
Yeah, shout out to CJ for that fight for sure. He absorbed a bunch of damage, was able to escape not only with his life, but he also did the kind of fade away Sejuani ult as he was trying to flee so that he would drop focus, and he was able to hit a pretty good number of people there. I think it was able to line up the Verd power. I don't know, just all of the abilities from Verd. He hit the E, he hit like the non-stop Qs, and at that point he did have the Ludens and double needlessly large rod. Sorry, I can't speak right now. So he's just dumping out damage, and now with the Baron, I expect him to go for this, the execute on the mid tower here with the Ziggs bomb, and hopefully they just go to clean up the other outers, or I guess inners. Sorry. Is this Hextech 20? What is this? No, this is not.
You're talking about this?
Yeah. What is this Sedge skin?
I'm not sure actually. I haven't seen that.
I dislike it.
You dislike it? You don't like the lion?
I don't think I do. It looks clunky, man. It looks like it's.
It does look a little clunky. I agree with that.
One of those little clay figures or something like that.
It looks like it looks like he's riding Aslan.
Dude, yes, exactly.
Chronicles of Narnia. If you were born before 1996, you don't know what I'm talking about. Or after 1996, rather.
That's been happening to me lately, and it's so sad. I've never felt like old before because I wasn't old, but like I think I realized that there are people in high school now who were not alive for 9/11, so they just like don't have.
Dude, I know, it's wild. It's like ancient history. I know.
We have nothing in common. They didn't even watch SpongeBob, bro.
I know, and I can't even wear my skinny jeans anymore without getting criticized. It's horrendous.
I can't fit into my skinny jeans anymore, but that's a different story. Okay, so it looks like they have gotten a couple of towers with the Baron, which we like to see, and they're hopefully just going to sync up these waves and probably get an inhib here. Verd going for the long shot on the ult. Ooh, Spurg is caught. The Galio is going to come down, but it's just not enough. Caridian also going down. Oh my goodness, Devious is huge right now. Everyone on Verge the Word is hitting so hard. As soon as they start to touch something, they just disappear.
Oh, he's not gonna kill him.
Wow.
He spared him. That was that was a power move. He just spared him there.
That was sending a message, absolutely.
Yeah. He didn't need to. He's like, I don't need to waste my time on this.
You know what? I can do better. Exactly. You just need to leave it. TJ is tanking the towers for no apparent reason. Blood's going for the stun onto Hippogriff. Just for the memes at this point, they do get the shutdown. It looks like they are going to be able to end this game. Verge the Word, after kind of a slow-ish start, there were some invades and there was a level 2 kill, but it wasn't the most explosive game of theirs. Ooh, is it over? It has to be over. Tell me it's over. Oh my goodness. They are going for the big play here. They can't do it. They can't quite end. Abarn pushes them away with the Azir ult. Not quite able to end the game. What am I looking at? Ooh, I'm seeing in the alt chat the Reform goalie did DC, but there's no pause coming down. Dragon is up. Is the window open? Is the window for victory open? They're going to delay the goal here. No, there's a TP into the base. It's Pantheon. The Nexus is very low. Is he able to get it?
Oh? He's not going to get it. He didn't get it.
What? Okay, my game is on fire. My screen is fully frozen. I don't know what's happening anymore. I think this is the spectator bug.
Yeah. Yeah, the entire game's frozen for Wally too. I'm watching.
Okay, all right.
I'm guessing that means the game ended, because usually that is typically what it means.
Okay, hopefully
we can get a. It looks like the game has ended. Here, did you lose? I'm gonna ping Abarn just to confirm. Wally, you can exit and switch back to the caster cams. Okay, yeah.
Looks like the game must have ended. I have no idea how they dealt that last one.
Yeah, I just got a confirmation from Mr. Abarn that yeah, it did end. Well, you hate to see it end that way. Such it's what do they call that? Like blue balls when it's so close. And
you'd love to see it end that way. That was the TP back into the base to yeet the Nexus.
Oh, I'm saying without being able to see the big boom of like
sure.
Or
the explosion. No explosion at the end means exactly. Some lack of satisfaction for sure. But props to Verge the Word for sealing the deal on game 1, going up 1-0 in the series, obviously. What do you make of that game?
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying throughout, I mean, I said for the first 10 minutes, I was all team coin flip, and it seemed like they really had it together. Where they got the first dragon, they got, I want to say they maybe got Blood got first blood, but they were able to get a couple kills, early kills there, and it looked like things were moving their direction. But then, I mean, just a couple, honestly, I think it was lost through the bot lane, frankly. I think Reform Bully had some fantastic picks, as we saw, and that really it allowed them to really just plow through bot lane. Blood made him, I mean, with that global, his global ult and all that, I mean, he was everywhere, and he was able to make his presence known and continue scaling despite, I think, still ending the game down in farm. I don't think it even mattered. So they were just a pretty terrifying team.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Team coin flip's gonna have to. Yeah, they're gonna have to like not get picked so much early. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I think that's absolutely the case. They had the really nice front line. They had the great comp. As soon as they started to get rolling, it seemed like there was no way to stop them, especially with the beautiful layers of CC that they were able to provide. So we're going to have to see how Team Coinflip turns it around for game 2. So we're going to go to a short break, be back in a few minutes, and don't go anywhere.
Unless we're audio.
that at like
Yeah,
Target and
try
Trader
it, man.
Joe's.
Try it. It's good. I like it. It's this is Cali Red.
we're live, ladies and gentlemen. We're back to the show. Where's the word
Doing
here
a little
first? Team coin
advertisement.
flip. We got lost in the sauce as we're talking about the vino, as it were. But it looks like we are about ready to head into Champ Select. So, wow, first game started off pretty okay. I couldn't really lean either direction. And then all of a sudden in that mid game, they just started getting catch after catch after catch. Sedge making huge plays, Nautilus making huge plays, really nice Pantheon ults. And from there, they were just able to snowball, grab some nice dragons. Looks like there was kind of an unlucky DC at the Nexus, but it ended in a pretty explosive Pantheon TP, like not even back door. I'm calling that the front door, TBH.
He's like, I'm coming.
He just TV. Yeah, exactly. Slapped that thing.
Yeah, no, it was a wild game. Unfortunate to see how one dimensional it became after about 15 minutes or so, but hopefully Team Coin Flip will be able to sort of turn things around in this next one. I'm curious what we're gonna see, because I think they're gonna have to change it up. You know, might, maybe they'll try and what we saw last time, if you remember, and I thought this sort of caught me off guard, is they reserved Hippos and A-Barn's picks for last round. And I wonder if they're going to do that again. I mean, maybe A-Barn's going to want to try and grab a priority pick, knows he has to maybe, pull this team up by their bootstraps and win. I don't know. I'm excited to see what they end up pulling out here. I think the Nidalee was kind of risky. That's kind of like a very coin flip kind of champ, like it's very on brand. But
gonna say it's not coin flip when I see it played against me. It wins every time. It's so annoying.
When it's on your team, I'm sure that is not the case.
Right. I hope it's not on my team, because I pretty much only play jungle.
Mm-hmm.
That means I'd be playing it, and that's the site nobody wants to see. All right, so we're straight back into the Champ Select. You were talking about changes to the game plan for Team Coin Flip. Specifically, I would like to see a little more beef on the menu. Bromanzilla was the only source of tankiness, and honestly, he was a large part of their CC as well. So like Nidalee, not a huge amount of CC. Fiora, only conditional CC.
Yep.
That's putting a lot of weight onto Azir's shoulders to make that like really flashy play. And obviously Bromanzilla on the Galio. And it's not like he even has some like unspeakable amount. I don't know. That and the lack of frontline, I think, really ended up hurting them. Although that game, I still think most of their issue was just getting caught by random hooks over and over and over again.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm hoping we see something. So I'm trying to think through Hippogriff's champ pool.
Okay.
And the beefy guys that he plays are really only Set, who isn't really that beefy, to be honest. He's not anymore. Not the way he's played anymore.
Bars.
I mean, not really. I mean, you could say that. I mean, like Mordekaiser's beefier than Set. Like if we're talking about health bars, but I mean, Darius would have been the option, but it's banned here. So I'm curious to see what happens. I'm guessing he will probably end up playing Set, because he has had a lot of good luck on it recently. It's worked out, so hopefully that'll be a little bit of beef. Might have to see out of Broman. Maybe they'll run it back with the Galio.
Sure. I mean, I liked the Galio pick. I just think he didn't have all the tools that they needed on the rest of the comp. Ooh, to go forward. So we see the Kaiser left up. This is like one of the first times I think this has been left up recently. Immediately snatched up for Dev there. And in response, they grabbed the Sejuani and the Nautilus. So they have heard our calls, dude, from our lips to A-Barn's ears.
Dude, the sheer disrespect for Dev's Kaisa. I think that's what we're seeing here. I think we're seeing I don't care about Dev's Kaisa, and hopefully Dev's gonna try and prove them wrong here.
Exactly. I know that he came into the TCL Season 2 Spring Split, or whatever this is called, and he was like a powerhouse on that pick, getting maybe no pentakills, but he was really popping off and like winning lane, which sounds like it's like not the most amazing thing, but no offense to Dev last season, like I don't think that was something that you would expect going into a
No,
game.
no. In last season, I've got to stick up for my Team Sauce from last season,
Your
but
boys, yeah.
they no, he and Lemon weren't, they were by no means a bad bot lane. They were passive, they farmed, and they ended
Right.
up scaling. Like the games where we saw Dev pop off, it wasn't necessarily that he popped off in lane. It was just he did a good job farming. He showed up for team fights, and then he did the misfortune thing. Like
Exactly. Like they're playing around other picks.
right, right. So
which is totally understandable. But they are giving him the opportunity to carry again on this Kaiser pick, so we'll have to see if that bites coin flip here in the boot. They grab the Senna again. As I understand it, this is supposed to be a pretty favorable matchup for the Senna, at least in lane. We will see how that, how that goes.
He's got that
lane
range,
phase.
on Kaiser, yeah.
Pretty annoying champ in general, and I don't think Kaiser's like necessarily the most dominant laner at all times. Ooh, we do see the Pantheon ban come through.
Doesn't want to deal with it.
That's a bad time ban, man. I don't think that's a pick that isn't necessarily worth banning these days, but like when it does it to you like that, you just have to ban it. You can't let that happen twice.
I'll also say I mean, Blood really well. I don't think that was the deciding factor in that game by any means. I think it was definitely the Nautilus and the Sejuani were much more influential in that game, and obviously there's Dev just carrying up the rear with all his damage, but
yeah. Dev quietly going like 705 or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Just showing up with like 3 full items. Like,
exactly.
I guess I win.
That's what he does, man. He's a quiet carry.
Yeah, precisely.
I remember so many games last season just being like, "Oh, you have 14 kills." Like I never would have been able to tell because a lot of ADCs are much more revved up when this is going on. He's a quiet dude. He's just quietly carrying. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do see a much more aggressive pick for TJ this game on the Hecarim. So the tables have kind of turned, and we might see him invading much more heavily. Ooh.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
I think I see a little bit of a wombo combo here. They're going for big circles, dude. Turns out in League of Legends, the only thing you need your champs to do is be able to have big circles of damage in CC, and then you win the game. It's Empire, baby.
This is man, they really picked another pretty intimidating comp. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be scared. Going against Vert is the Words team, I'd be thinking, like, God, all these champs are so toxic.
It's so nice. Just like, come on, man. Yeah, exactly. Like, why is this my life right now? This is what I have to deal with.
God, it's a Monday.
It's my day off. I had a nice glass of wine. I just wanted to have a fun game of League, and then you had to pick Wukong top.
I know.
Yeah.
This is going to be a battle. I think this is a battle of longevity because I think. Well, I was gonna say if Team Coinflip actually scales to late game, they might win. But now that I'm thinking about it, there's a Kaisa, there's an Ori. Those are both crazy late game champs. I don't know.
So this time, I think I am going to have to give it to Coinflip's comp here, at least in the late game. The Anivia wall, when used well, can be a really, really effective tool, I think, at least for some. Wukong for sure. It's pretty annoying versus as Hecarim, I guess, being on the receiving end. Of course, he can ult over it, but just limiting his ability to like run up an EU on the flank or whatever is pretty obnoxious for a champ with no dash outside of his ultimate.
Right, yeah. No, I think you're right. Go ahead.
I was just saying they have the ability to take this pretty late. I think like Anivia, pretty hard to shut out of a game, especially after she gets her couple of core items and whatnot. She can just blast waves. Senna, maybe not the like highest wave clear champ, but I don't think they're gonna have much problem stalling this game out. And the way I see it, the longer this goes, the better it gets for Team Coinflip. But if you told me this game ended in like 25 minutes and I had to guess who won, there'd be no doubt in my mind that this would be averted as the word victory here. Like as soon as Wukong or Hecarim get going, or if Orianna or Kaisa, for instance, find kind of an early lead and kind of propel them past that like early game like slump, maybe you could say, there's just no slowing it down.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have eyes definitely on top lane and jungle this game. Last game seemed like
Oh
it was
yeah.
more on bot lane, and we might see that again too, especially with we've got the not pick now. So on Team Coinflip's team, so maybe we'll see some good picks out of Bromanzilla. But I really do think this is going to be a win it through top and jungle kind of game.
Sure. Yeah, I could see that. I don't know how this top matchup is going to go. I think as our resident caster booth set player, this is your territory. What's going
Oh
to happen
yeah,
this lane?
so this, I mean, I think it's a skill matchup personally.
Hmm.
I think I would imagine that Wukong will win because he has enough escapability and he's like a tricky champ, right? He's like his whole thing is like he can get out of the way. If you try and go
Hmm.
in with your E, it's usually pretty obvious when Set's going to go in with his E and try and pull him in.
Hmm.
And Wukong can easily evade that. He also has the dash to jump up. He can just keep jumping up, bopping, getting out, dodging
Sure.
the W, dodging the E. I mean, there's just a lot of escapability, and he also does a punishing amount of damage. So
That's a good
I,
word for it. Yeah.
yeah, I would give this to Wukong. Also, I mean, with the clones and just sets alt, I mean, you've got to be paying attention. Like you can really mess that up, especially if you're alting while Wukong's alting. It's disorienting. I don't
Hmm.
know.
Hmm.
I'm not the best at this matchup, so this might just be me speaking for myself. But I personally think it's probably in Wukong's favor.
Okay. Wukong versus Set, not your favorite matchup.
Not my favorite
Uh,
matchup.
Understood. I would like to highlight Hippogriff's Set though, because I remember this pick being pretty instrumental in their victory over
Hmm.
Versus the Word previously. I'm pretty sure he picked it into Blood every time that he could, and he was performing really well in the pick, like managing his W really well with the power up bar and all of that, and getting some really cheeky ults.
Hmm.
Just kind of like walking past someone who's like close to their tower or whatever, and ulting him back into his tower to get the kill or whatever. He's been showing some pretty decent and impressive mastering on the champion, so I wouldn't want to count him out by any means.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And Set's also one of those champs. I mean, he could probably, as long as he's farming well, he's kind of like a Darius, right? As long as he's farming well and he's staying relevant, he could wait until, I mean, until Wukong puts himself in a compromising position and then just easily like open up on him. Yeah. So I could see that happening for sure.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Did he take Ignite?
Wait,
Am I seeing this right?
I think he
This is
did.
anti-blood everything. Like this goes against his philosophy as a man, as a
Yeah,
League of
what's
Legends
going
player.
on?
Minions have spawned.
This is this is horribly out of order. Both teams securing some nice vision. I do wish they had warded the red buff on their way out. Team coin flip here. Maybe Set will drop it. No, okay. So they were just looking for it. No ward drop. So TJ is going to know definitely what's going on in this jungle. He's going to see that they are starting bot side, and it looks like he's just going to start Raptors into red, trying to secure an early lead that way. Interesting. Wow. Okay, yeah, so TJ secures the Raptors, gets level 2, no leash, obviously. Hecarim starting on Raptors, not a huge deal for him. He's going to grab the red, and without this ward in the enemy red buff here for Team Coin Flip, they're not going to know when he doesn't show up there in like 15, 20, 30 seconds that he has just taken everything from Caridian at the very beginning of the game for free.
Oh man, poor Caridian.
Yeah, this
He's
is...
just out here trying to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
In
Yeah,
his
really,
Hecarim.
really smart play there. I liked the wards. I liked how TJ kind of camped in that bush, just waiting to see if they would walk up. And because Hippogriff wasn't there, they knew that they had no vision on it, because it's not like they were 5-stacking and somehow also able to manage to get down a ward at their own red buff. So very heads up play, very smart. Sejuani's going to cross over in a minute and realize he has nothing. Looks like he's gonna walk in. Wow, Crudian with the star stance here. He might know what's up.
We
But
got
this
a
ward will spot him out. Bit of a brawl in the top lane, yeah.
poor Sejuani. So it was I couldn't see because I was tabbing between screens. So he got his entire top side. Oh, it looks like he's about to get invaded. Actually,
Yeah. So this ward that we were talking about, we pointed out earlier, very intelligent. So he is fortunately caught. He's gonna have to flash away, and he might just die here. First blood doesn't get the buff. That is a pretty rough start for the Sedge. So now she is flashless, level 3, only has her Krugs to her name topside. TJ's casually doubling her farm. He goes in on A-Barn. Wow, really nice placement on the wall there, but it is not enough to save him. He is going into egg form, and I don't think there's much recourse here for Hippogriff, who TP's in, looking for it. Bold TP, he is able to get the return kill, but is he going to die in exchange? Wow. TJ getting
it was close. It was close.
Best start imaginable. Crudian has no way to get out of here if he is in trouble, but it looks like A-Barn's TP in might be... No, it's not even close to enough. TJ has the Conqueror stacked. He is running. He's not even going to die. He looks to go in. Okay, that...
Oh.
I don't know about that.
That was a little empty.
That was a little...
TJ.
All right, I'm calling that more than a little inty. We'll take it. Crudian says it all, chat. Thank you. Good day, sir.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Wow, Reform Bully, the hook champ genius. Hitting it, but yeah, wisely.
Yeah, ban hook champ against this guy. My God.
Absolutely. Sedge still hasn't farmed a single camp since then. Looking to go into A-Barn, or onto Verd, sorry. But A-Barn is unfortunately dead before he's able to arrive, and Hecarim is here to save the day for Verd, who picks up that kill with double buffs. Ooh, his E is expiring just a second early, unfortunately. I'm not sure if this is BM. I'm not really liking what I'm seeing here. Looks like he was intentionally tanking tower shots there just as a meme. It's a bad meme.
He might have been. You never know. Looks like Hecarim might be... Is he soloing Drake right now?
Oh yeah, he's level 5. He has 2 components for the Sunder that he thinks can go.
Oh!
Wow! Bully splitting the difference there between those 2 minions to land the hook onto Spurg. Forced to flash away, unfortunately. Wow. Bully is going beautifully for them already.
Man,
really well done.
Nice. And it looks like Set topside's actually... He was holding his own a little bit, beating on Wukong a little bit, so that's always good to see. Hopefully he can make up some of that CS difference there. He did get that kill, so that definitely helped. But
exactly, that definitely does help. We saw Blood here kind of chasing Crudian. He must have known the Q was down on the Sejuani, flashing after it, but unfortunately he was not able to secure that kill as he did not really have ult, and he hasn't based yet. Oh no, yeah, I'm sorry, he has based. He has his little Iron Spike whip, but that is not quite enough damage early to kill the Sedge with her little ruby crystal.
You know, hot take here, Iron Spike whip, it's a pretty, like, boring item.
Dude, that item sucked. You can't change my mind.
It really does. Like, I don't know, Tiamat was so much better.
We are seeing a fight emerge in the bot lane. Looks like the trade was extended a little bit and they decided they didn't want us, so they backed out. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say Tiamat as like an active item to have that early was so much better. And being able to actually use its activate.
Sure.
And I don't know. Iron Spike is... I like the full build. Like, I don't mind Gore Drinker or Stride Breaker, but just, you know, Iron Spike is boring.
Here comes Set with the ult. He is eating Blood's ult to the face, and it doesn't seem to phase him that much. He's running. He has the move speed. Does he have the damage?
He got him!
Blood does die. Those, like, 4 little minion autos. Yeah. So important. Securing the kill on the Set, there it was. Now TJ is invading again. He's level 6, just as Sejuani is level 4. He's going to easily secure this kill and the blue buff. He's more than doubling the farm. He's going to base the full item.
Well, can we see a gold difference on jungle right now?
Man, double. 1 brick.
Almost
thick.
double. Yeah, almost double his gold. That's insane.
Yeah,
for this early.
Time of his life.
7 minutes into the game.
7 minutes into the game, as you said. Those early starts, man, those early leads can really, really kind of
Hey,
snowball out of
let's
control.
look at. I mean,
Shit,
top
that
side too. We got almost 1,000 gold lead in Set's favor. So you know what? I was wrong. I am just bad at playing against Wukong apparently because he is absolutely smacking blood right now.
Well, I mean, he is down 11 farm, but yeah,
Gold
he was able
wise.
to. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Gold
Absolutely,
wise.
he was up those 2 kills, so he's got quite a bit of free gold there from those murders that he committed in the top lane. Those minions, man, someone should pay those minions a little bit more because they were doing their job to secure that kill. Ooh, Ori going for
Whoever's
the
in
ult there.
charge of the minion union.
And Abraham is able to just walk away. Oriana's big, but she's not that big. Not big enough to have earned a blue buff, that's for sure.
Oh no, we got another two level deficit here. Fight
Oh yeah, I
breaking
think
out.
it's going to be maintained. Ooh, the CC coming down from the Rift Herald to push Caridian back. Thresh just securing that kill. Okay, he's going to do a lot with that red buff. Just you wait. No momentum lost. They're just going to carry that over and take the Rift Herald straight away. Where's this going? Are they going to secure the tower top with it?
I think that's probably the move. Then they're gonna, because that's essentially gonna force Set to stay there
Sure.
and just farm, which will be good. I mean, Wukong's definitely gonna want to start making his way. I mean, that's how Blood plays. You know, he does all these global plays and completely tilts the entire game.
True.
So he's gonna want to start doing that as soon as possible.
Big fan of the TP bot.
Oh, they're
he
gonna use
does.
it mid though.
They are going to use it mid. Very nice. Verd has no mana to help. That is their own blue buff that he has, so shout out to Ori mans everywhere. I'm sorry. Ooh, Romanzilla with a money hook. They're flashing for this CC. Spurd getting the shutdown. That is huge for them. Very important. I'm not sure it's going to be, the end of Hecarim's tyranny here, as he has his Divine Sunder already at like 9 minutes. But that is certainly a step in the right direction. Spurg happy to get that kill and be well on his way to his Kraken's lair.
You know what? Hippogriff might be a better Set player than me now. I don't know. I'm digging what I'm seeing. He's doing a good job.
Yeah, he's been wow. He's been a beast.
Well, last year I remember, and I hope he hears this, but I remember watching a couple games of him playing Set and being like, this guy has no idea what he's doing. But you know what? Maybe he's put in a lot of time. I think he's put in a lot of time on the champ. He's learned it. And...
You have actively caster cursed him, directly dying after you gave him that compliment. However, Abarn caught
That
by
was my goal.
hook, popping the egg so he should be able to get out. Bird forced to flash, and shockingly, no one dies in this exchange. The dragon is coming up though, blowing that Oriana ult just before the dragon. A little sad, but they may still be ahead enough with the Hecarim ult, who has so much gold in the bank, and Sejuani, who's not even level 6 yet. So they should have the gumption to take this dragon. Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Looks like PJ's going with the plays again. Abarn is not having a fun time.
No, he is getting the full experience here in the mid lane. He's getting the support camp. He's getting the jungle camp. Just no resources to his name. Caridian cannot afford to give him like any jungle camps either, because he is maybe the only person in the game more behind than Abarn in this state.
Yeah,
So he has to
36
take
farm at 12 minutes. 39 farm at 12 minutes. Hate to see it.
Everyone counts.
Man, oh,
Absolutely.
man.
He's going to look for the big wall. Ooh, nicely catching him there, but he unfortunately... I was going to say he doesn't have the damage, but he absolutely does. He gets the shutdown, TPing in, blasting. Ooh, it's not over yet. Hecarim goes a little deep. Looks like, the long auto, or maybe that was the E, does catch. A double kill onto Anivia is certainly what they're looking for in this situation. Hopefully she can, ramp up, put the big wave clear pants on, and slow this game down.
Abarn's definitely doing the "I'm a god?" question mark comment
I'm a god.
while he's playing right now. My God.
I'm a god.
My God.
Yeah,
My God.
That's absolutely the case. Blood has apparently figured out whatever it was he needed to figure out. Maybe that was him completing his core drinker, but those trades are not
Definitely
exactly
helps.
going in Hippogriff's favor anymore in the top lane. And
Yeah, at this point, I think the gold. If we were to look at gold, I think it's probably in Wukong's favor now. At this point,
yeah,
yeah.
not even. Zet does go for the ult, but Blood happy to ult in response, catching him out there quickly, just snapping up that kill. Hippogriff not able to do much about it after he uses
I
his ult.
feel so bad. I cursed him.
You cursed him. You
Except
did.
this is on a 3-minute delay, so technically all this has happened before I said anything.
All the past. That's right.
It's all the past. I take back what I said though. Hippogriff is no longer the better set player. I do rescind that comment.
A little bit of cast flame never hurt anybody. Oricorn for the ult there and just cleanly getting the kill while Sejuani watched. Ooh, big exhaust coming out of Bromenzilla here. Will the CC onto TJ be enough? It is. He's tanking like 70 tower shots, dying. He might be playing his hand a little heavily here. Ooh, Hippogriff with a TP down. Is he going to be able to snatch up the bully here? He's not. So TJ is going to be the only death for them. Fortunately, he started off extremely strong. He still has obviously a 40 CS lead on Caridian, but he's made a couple of sus plays. I think kind of overplaying what he had there, even though he did have a lot with the Divine Center and Boots 2 at like 9 minutes.
Well, yeah, and I think TJ. He lives by the sword and he dies by the sword. He's sort of one of those players. He's always going to play aggro, and it works out a lot of time. He dies from it, but
he absolutely does. We see Blood doing much the same here. He's gonna get the 1v2 double
Jesus.
kill. The healing is too much to sustain. As soon as he gets that Conqueror going and he pops the Gourd Drinker, there was a shockingly little amount of counterplay that we saw from that. I'm not sure if they didn't quite hit all the CC that they needed there, but Blood, level 11, just walks into that lane, bopping everyone in front of him. Good for him.
Yeah, Wukong is such a fun champ, man.
He's a cool champ. I hear that. I
actually do think the reworked Wukong is okay. It's grown on. I'm not good at it, but I think it's. I don't think it's as bad.
Flashes in for the ult, instantly popping in into egg form, and the shockwave following. Set is going to try to run out of there as fast as he can, ulting. It's just not going to be enough, I don't think. He has to flash away. Broman's trying to support it, but he might die for his effort. He does. We got a little bit of a taste of the Wombo combo there, that with the Wukong ulting into the Oriana Ball. And follow-up ult as well, and it was nasty.
It was. I mean, it's a wild combo we got here. I mean, you can throw that Ori ball on anybody on their team pretty much, and they can just take it and run with it too. I mean, think about it. I mean, you got the Kyle.
Bully, the American sniper. Is that actually Chris Kyle playing? He hasn't missed the game, dude. Disgustingly, snatching Spurg over the wall. Can't be in his own lane.
We might have to consider giving Mr. Reform Bully the MVP of this game or this series if this keeps going the way it's going. He has been those hooks. I don't think I've seen him miss a hook. I mean, I know we've been moving the camera around and whatnot to other places, but I think every time we've watched him do a hook, he's hit it. I don't think we've actually seen him miss one.
No, he's balling insane right now. Definitely riding on 24-inch chrome. He's huge, untouchable. No deaths. I guess he's only been part of 3 kills, but still, he's seemingly everywhere. He was playing simultaneously in the mid lane and the bot lane. A total force to be reckoned with right now on this Thresh pick.
Definitely.
Now, Dragon is coming up again. They have the Herald. I'm curious to see if they try to drop it somewhere. Actually, never mind. I'm sorry. I misread the timer. The Dragon's coming in right now.
Yeah, they're going to go for that.
Looks like Quinkle's going to try to grab it before it can be taken from them at this point. It's getting quite low. We'll have to see if Hecarim can ult over the wall to secure it. No, they do pick up their first dragon, delaying Soul. There might be a fight on the back foot here. Blood ease in onto Bromenzilla. It's not quite enough to pin him down immediately, but TJ with the follow-up is enough to secure that kill.
Yeah, and I think that's worth. honestly. I think trading Nautilus, but being able to suspend that soul a little bit, being able to get that dragon, I think that's actually worth. And I'm guessing that was Abarn calling that play, because that's what we've seen. I mean, in a lot of team coin flips games, is they make these it's arguably potentially risky calls, but they pay off. You know, they go and try and snag the dragon when it looks opportune later in the game after things aren't going their way, and they end up turning the game in their favor from that. So hopefully we'll see that pay off. I think if they're able to get the next one, I think we're actually looking at a pretty contentious match. They've just got to stop the bleeding at this point. I mean, they're what, 8k down, so need to get some more gold onto Spurg, especially, and Anivia. And I think they're looking okay, but that's...
I look away for 1 second.
Yeah, that's not going to help.
Yeah, exactly. The Ori ult, the Wukong ult, there is very little they can do about that. They are not allowed to be in their own jungle at this point.
7-1 Wukong, giving the kill to his Kai'Sa just to even out the scoreline a little
Bully
bit.
hitting another one. The Orianna QW coming out and chunking Set to almost no HP, forcing him to recall. They're going to drop this Herald and look for the inhibitor.
We might be looking at a pretty swift victory here. This might be a little premature, but they're diving deep. I mean, TJ is going really in there.
TJ's going in there. It's okay if he dies, I think, which he does, because their wave clear is dead. That's going to be the only way that they can stop that push from happening. So maybe it was a bit much. Wow, ooh, they are going to land a nice hook. Ooh, back-to-back hooks from Manzilla here. First securing the Thresh, and now grabbing Bird. The triple kill onto Senna. This is what they're looking for. Ooh, yeah, Devi is forced to flash from the set pull. Is there anything that they can grab on this? Outside of, obviously, the very nice triple kill. Ooh.
Debatable move. Debatable.
Maybe he's going to catch Dev being greedy. Wukong, though, does TP in on the backline. He doesn't quite have his ultimate. It just came up. He's using it. The healing is insanity. They just can't put an end to this guy. He's too big.
You know, it's too bad that Set decided to dive that tower for no reason, because he would have had his W. He would have had his W right there, and he would have just won that fight.
Yeah, very possible. Smart play by Blood there. Nearly didn't work out. I believe his ult was coming just off cooldown at the beginning of the fight. Verd also TPing in. I didn't even notice this one. Just smashing Abarn once again, sending him to the respawn. Wow, they are huge. They have no intention of this game going beyond like 23 minutes right now.
They're looking to end this. Yeah, they want to get some customs going.
Wow. They heard there were customs today.
They heard there were customs.
I mean, they're playing. There's something to be said about playing with confidence, and they absolutely are. They're going for everything, you know. Like some of the plays, maybe not the most advised plays, you know, or maybe the cleanest.
No, I mean, we've seen some of the riskier plays out of Hecarim, and I think that shows with the scoreline. I mean, I think he started this game up 3-0, and now he's 5-5, right? So I think most of the kills, or most of his engages recently, have either been he gets a kill and then he dies, or he just dies.
Sure, he is a very big boy. I will say he's going quite deep, and he's not very far from Flame Horizon and Caridian here, who's having
which is impressive in the jungle, like really impressive.
Oh no, yeah, he's farming really, really hard. He's been all up and down every quadrant of this jungle, not letting Caridian have anything for free. He has to be guarded right now to clear his wolves, dude.
Yeah. Man.
Spurg is literally on guard duty.
That's so sad.
It hurts to see.
It does.
Critically, though, yeah, they're setting up for this dragon. I gotta say, I really like how Team Coin Flip here is not conceding this game. You know, they're keeping a level head. They're making the plays that they need to make as they see them, and they are getting to these objectives early. And they're going to get a catch on TJ for it. Really huge catch. He's not quite dead. Wow. Doesn't matter.
But, I mean, yeah, just press the R button.
Imagine
presses R.
Having an 11k gold lead. It's beautiful. You know, unfortunately, they made the big brain catch play, and it was just not enough there. A little too far behind. The Sterix gauge was coming through there for TJ to give him the disgusting full shield. It looked like everyone had hit him. So
and I think that's going to do it.
Yeah, no reason not to. 4 dead for essentially free. It only cost them a couple of small ultimates. Well, okay, they're big ults. but
Honestly,
you know.
I'll give it to Team Coinflip. Noble effort.
No, absolutely. Pretty noble effort.
Yeah.
The Anidia ult is being pinged as
I like the vision play that they were going for there. It looked like it almost worked out if Hecarim wasn't a little bit too tanky and if Wukong wasn't like right behind. But there was no way they would have done that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Props to Versus the Word here for absolutely explosive, extremely decisive game 2 here. Going up 2-0, securing the win in this series versus Team Coinflip. Holy moly, dude. What a game.
Yeah, no, I mean it was a good series. It was pretty decisive, I'll say. I wish there was a little bit more back and forth with it.
True.
But it was a good series. I think we saw a pretty scary side of Team Vert is the word, to be honest. I mean, especially that last game. That might be the fastest win so far this season. 22:45. I mean, I can check the stats real quick, but that might be the quickest win this season, which is that's pretty quick.
Yeah. I don't have the numbers up in front of me. I know there were some pretty swift preseason games. But yeah, 22:45. That's insane, dude. You almost can't even like surrender at that point. Like
right. Like it's usually too early to tell.
Yeah.
And that was a pretty clear-cut win.
Absolutely.
So what is this? Where does this bring the standings now? This is
So this is 3-2 for Vert is the Word.
3-2 for Vert is the word, and they are now in first
Tied.
place or tied, or they're in second place technically, right?
Yeah, so they're in second place, but they are tied match-wise, 1 win and 1 loss versus A-Barn's Team Coinflip,
Okay.
which may prove to be a big deal in the at the end of the season in the tiebreaker match. We have yet to see that. That will definitely depend on what happens, but for now, I mostly just want to focus on this insane series. Like, who do we even pull in for that?
Honestly, I think we either. I mean, it's hard to argue with that damage graph there. We could either give it to, we could pull it in for Blood. I don't think he deserves it for game 1, but game 2, he was definitely the hard carry of that game. Or we could give it to Reform Bully. I'll leave it up to you.
I'm gonna say the entire Versus the Word squad were like firing on all cylinders this game. Yep. Everybody was absolutely massive. So I'm gonna have to look to game 1 for this. And I think if it's not Reform Bully, we're griefing. That guy was out of control. He was a madman with the hooks. Can you count how many hooks he hit, and was it greater than 0? No,
it was definitely greater than 0.
Okay. No. I'm sorry that he missed.
That he missed?
That, yeah.
Oh no,
he didn't miss anything, dude.
He didn't
miss
anything.
Yeah, first on the Nautilus and then on the Thresh. They thought they could pick away the hook champ. No, dude. You can take the Nautilus out of the pick, but you can't pick the pick out of the Nautilus. However it works. Let's pull him in, dude.
All right, I can pull him in. Give me a second. Reform Bully, you're live with us. You are the MVP.
I can't believe that, but sure, we'll take it. That whole game, I was sitting here all upset because I thought there was no shot I get this interview.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah.
You were disgusting. What are your thoughts right now? What's going through your head?
Oh my god. So first I had to avenge my boy Toasty 2 gapped after last night's slaughter by A-Barn. Oh my gosh. So I had to make A-Barn pay for it. But honestly, my team was just on another one. We had too much fun tonight. I mean, we were just laughing, limit testing that whole game. So, I'm feeling good. I think last week's loss to Tranimal was a little bit of tilt, a little bit of just us not being on the same page, and some stuff also just not going our way.
Sure.
But I think after the way we've been playing lately, we're just like on another one right now.
Awesome. Glad to see it. I definitely agree. You guys kind of struggled to find your footing in a couple of those last series. I'm not sure what was going on, but that seems to be the past because this was dominant, if there was one word to describe it. Dude, do you only play hook champs? Is this the secret? Are we exposing you?
So we don't think we saw you miss a single hook on camera, at least.
Then you were... I got lucky then. So I put...
Editing.
Yeah, good camera work,
Mhm.
Wally. But I mean, so I put like it's funny, after we lost to Abron the first time, I put something like 30 or 40 solo queue games in, and most of them were on Thresh. So I mean, it's pretty ridiculous that I get my team is cracked, but ban my Thresh. Like it's by far my best champ.
Wow.
And if you ban my Thresh, it's way harder for me to play the game. Ban my Thresh. I'm gonna pick it every time.
Wow.
All right,
Okay, a
fair
bit of a
enough, fair
call out
enough.
there. If it's left up, it will be picked. I like it. I like the bravado, I guess. Congrats, obviously. I thought you were huge in both games. Obviously, game two, that
Dude,
start
game
was
two, I
disgusting.
didn't
How
even
were
get
the
to play
comms?
game two.
True.
How lame was game two, man? My team is just like stomping topside. I have no idea what's going on in this game,
Hey,
man.
I said at the beginning they're gonna have to win through top and jungle, and it seems like you guys did exactly that game too.
They
TJ's
sure
just
did.
throwing himself into tower. I don't know
Mhm.
what happened to Abarn mid lane, but all of a sudden there's just 10 deaths on Abarn. Dude, it's wild.
Yeah, that was
It's
nutty. It,
wild. I mean, our whole team just resolved to avenge Toasty. So, I mean, that's what we
exactly.
had to do.
Seems like for a little bit in game two, you forgot you were playing support and thought you were back in the mid lane, dude. You
Dude,
were
I love roaming
sitting,
mid. I mean, it's
sitting
so
in mid.
boring. It's not because Dev, dude. Dev is on another one, doesn't get anywhere near enough credit.
Dude,
That
Dev's buck
guy,
wild.
I mean, we just resolved to put him on some stuff that can do things. I mean, we were just putting him on Ashe every game, and we're just like, you know what? Let's give this guy the opportunity to play. Like, we've been hamstringing him so hard. We give him Trist, we give him Kaisa. I can't believe they give us Kaisa there. I guess people thought we don't play it because we hadn't been touching it, but wow, like you give Dev the opportunity to carry. He's playing out of his mind. Like he's
Yeah.
actually playing so
He's
well, and he
playing
doesn't
really
get
well.
any credit for it. Yeah.
Stop limiting
No,
the
we
true
were
carry.
giving him if he watches a playback, we were giving him a lot of shout outs
Sure.
game
Oh,
one.
yeah.
So yeah, no,
Yeah.
he was
Stop.
doing a great job.
He's on
Yeah.
another one. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
guys played extremely well. Congratulations again on this nice victory. I think this was kind of a must-win for you if you guys wanted to get
Oh, yeah.
second. I'm not sure how it pans out first. I haven't done the math on that.
Yeah. I think
but
we
yeah.
need Trenimal to lose 2 times. I think so. We need him to lose tomorrow. We need him to
Sure.
lose next week. But
All right, I will call up my guys, get the DDoS going. No
yeah,
problem.
if we
No,
could
no,
do
no.
something
break
about
some
that,
kneecaps.
this whole storm. I don't know where Trenimal lives, but if this whole storm could take
You gotta
out
shift
like
over.
his town,
Exactly.
I wouldn't complain.
Exactly. Yeah. No,
Alright.
I mean, they've also been playing a lot. So who's to say? Either way, congrats on the win. I think that's probably going to wrap it up. Just a disgusting match. Really, really decisive. I'm glad you guys have found your footing. And I don't know, you flipped the switch, I guess. Who's even to say? Gross.
If I could
Alright,
just say
thank-
one last thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go
Sorry.
for it.
I just want to say thank you to my girlfriend. She makes it really easy. I don't know if she's watching, but she
Aw.
makes it really
Aw.
awesome and easy. So happy
We
belated
love
Valentine's
that.
Day.
I'm
Aw.
going to say that counts, but it is February 15th, my dude. One day off. No. No, that's
All right.
awesome, dude.
Thanks,
Huge
man.
shout out to you as well.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys.
All right, man. Any closing thoughts, Sauce?
No, I mean, I think we saw that Vert is the word is definitely trying to they're trying to win. They want to be the top team in their division. And I think they can be. I mean, we heard it right there. Just need 2 losses out of Tranimal's team, but I think Tranimal's team is equally as competitive there. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how this shakes out. And I think it's safe to say that at least both of these teams are probably going to be going to the final or to the playoffs, where we'll really get to see them all duke it out.
Exactly.
But it was a fun series. Yeah, I don't know. It was good to see that.
Yeah,
How about
no,
you?
really, just a pleasure to cast. Glad to have you in the booth with me.
Yeah, man.
Super glad. I don't know. This is just beautiful. It's nice to see when the comms are gelling. Everyone's getting their picks. They're playing at their top form. It looks like you can't even find a bad performance
You know,
on this team. Like no one was getting carried this game on Team Ver's the word. So huge props to them.
yeah, one thing I'll say, not to get too preachy, but one thing the Reform Bully said that stood out to me is like they were just having fun. You know,
Yeah.
they were just having a good time and things were going their direction. So I feel
It's
like
just game.
keep it light. It's a game. We're having a fun time and
Keep it light.
everything will move in the right direction.
Yeah, yeah. That said,
Yeah.
big shout out to Abrams' team as well, Team Coin Flip, doing what they could. You know, that game started off basically the worst way that it possibly could for them, and they made some of the right plays, some of the wrong plays, but they were definitely thinking correctly, in my opinion, about how they should be getting back in the game. And excellent series from them too. I don't want anyone to be like incredibly down on themselves or whatever. Like, you started a game with like a 2K gold deficit and like 3 levels. Like, that's how it goes sometimes, and you can only pick yourself back up and go for the next one. So stay strong, bros.
All right, guys. Well, we can wrap up. Yeah, for those of you who are still watching, stay warm. We know there's a ton of really bad weather out there right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be able to make the rest of these games this week happen, but keep an eye out on the announcements channel just in case things get delayed. But yeah, have a good night,
Absolutely.
everybody.
Thanks for watching.